Just wait to see if anybody jumps on. Might take longer tonight, a bit later, so we'll see if anybody appears on. Hi Joseph. Are you new, Joseph? I don't recall seeing your name before. Yes, I'll write your name down, Joseph. I always like to read for new members. So I'll just let it build up, Joseph, and then I'll do a reading for you if that's okay. Hi Joanne, hi Stacey. We'll just give it a bit of time to let people come on, because I know I'm a bit later tonight. I was doing circle tonight with my own group that I do mediumship with. I can see the numbers building up, but there's no names. If you're in the room, can you say hello? Because I've only got 3 speaking to me, but I can see there's more on. The numbers is going up. Is the page for? Can somebody? Stacey, you're the last person I can see a comment from. Is there anybody else after Stacey who's commented? Could you put like a thumbs up or something? Hi Tracy. Hi Maureen. Lots of yous are starting to come through now. It was taking an awful while there for people to come through. Hi Jenny. I don't see any of the moderators or anything on, so they must have all fallen asleep on me, so they must have. Though to be fair, I didn't give them any warning that I was going live. I wasn't going to go live tonight. I was doing, hi Catherine, I was doing my circle work with my mentor tonight, and I wasn't going to come on, and just decided at the last minute I would. So okay, I'll start reading just because there doesn't seem to be anybody else. Joseph, honey, if you're still there, can you put a wee comment in just so that I can see you again? All you have to do is say hello so that I can see you again. Joseph, are you still there, honey? Don't tell me he's gone already. I've lost him already. Hi, I think that's Emma. Hi Anne. Emma, can you check and see if there's a Joseph still on here? Hi Sky. Because Joseph was new and I said I would do him a reading first, but he's not replying to me. He's not replying back to me. So there's no point in doing a reading if he's not still on. Hi Paul. Sorry I didn't give you warning that I was coming on. I wasn't going to come on. I actually was just going to go to bed, but I decided at the last minute that I'd come on. I can't find him, Emma. I've been asking if Joseph was still on, but he's not appearing. He was the very first person who commented at the very start of the live. That was how I knew he was new. I haven't seen him since that, so if he's not on, Catherine Edwards asked for a card. Okay, I'll leave it then, because if he's not there, I can't obviously read for him. So if you see him come on again, let me know. But if anybody sees him come on again, let me know. He came on at the very, very start, and then I don't know whether he just went off again. But I did tell him at the start that I would do a reading for him, but he's disappeared. So Catherine Edwards has asked me for a card. Okay, Catherine, are you still here, pet? Can you put just something in so that I can see you? What do you think of my new logo? It's very fancy smancy now that I can see it every time Emma comments. All as it sees the big A. We're getting very fancy on the page. So we are. Very technical. Believe you, it's not me, it's doing it. Right, Catherine, let's see what the cards have for you tonight. What advice have we for Catherine tonight? I'm not reading the whole deck, thank you. I'm not reading the whole deck. Give me a couple of cards for Catherine, please. It's very warm tonight, or maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm melting, having a melt. Feels like it's very loggy or something tonight. I saw Georgina was going for a pump burn night, so she's not on. A big thumbs up for everybody who's been sitting looking at crystals tonight. I've started a craze, honestly. I've got everybody addicted to crystals now. They're hunting for crystals and sending me pictures of them, and I'm gonna have them buying crystals everywhere. It's alright, Catherine, I'm doing a reading for you, darling. The cards, I'm going to change cards for you because those ones really aren't bringing me anything out. I'm going to try the messages from the angels ones. Yeah, you've been sending me pictures all day. It's like I've been trying not to buy any because I've got 2 loads coming from one supplier and another one coming from another. I've got 3 boxes coming. So I really can't afford to be buying any more. I've got no room for them. I had to order more shelves. Hi, Terry. Yeah, that's better, Catherine. Those other cards just weren't meant for you tonight. There must be a message here for you that they want you to know. Buying, I have a list from the other night. Buying crystals is very addictive once you start looking at them and looking at all the different designs and things that you can get from them. It's a dangerous, dangerous hobby. I started from having 1 or 2 bits. As you can see, I've got shelves everywhere here. And drawers full of ones that I haven't even got out. Though to be fair, some of the ones that I've ordered this time are for people that I know need them. Hi Joanne. Right, there's just the one message for you tonight, Catherine. And that is patience. It's now is the time to learn, gather information, because you will need that information in the future. And with this card, Catherine, I feel like at the minute, you want things to happen in a rush, if that makes sense to you. Catherine. Yes, you want things to happen in a rush for you, and your angels are telling you to have some patience. Things are going to happen, but it's going to take time. You know, you have to chill out a wee bit. I feel like you've been getting yourself uptight and a bit anxious, and you're not allowing for, literally, you're not allowing the enjoyment of every day. You know, you're allowing days to go past without seeing the good in the day. And I really want to say to you, you know, sit up and smell the coffee, you know, go out and feel the sun on your skin, the breeze, small things. Stop stressing over big things that you have no control over, because in turn everything is going to work out, and you just need to have that tiny bit of patience at the minute. And I fully feel like if you bring that into your life and into your everyday, and I feel like you need a bit of like healing, and nearly like to bring, like, a lot of people don't like the word meditation, but meditation can simply be, you know, sitting in the quiet and just focus on your breathing, and, you know, just let your mind wander to where it takes you to. Don't force your thoughts or your feelings, you know, just let your mind go to where it wanders. And that can be meditation. You know, you don't have to be sitting down, though it does help, believe you me. If I have meditation apps on my phone, and they're absolutely fantastic. In fact, I need to listen to my own advice, because I haven't been sleeping very well this week. And there's one app in particular that whenever I listen to it halfway through it, I always fall asleep. I don't know how it finishes because I've never heard it the whole way through. But I feel like you need to do that, but maybe not necessarily in as formal way as like listening to an app, but you need to take that time to sit down and really listen to the small things in life. You know, it's the small things in life that matter, and you're too busy worrying about the big things that you're missing all those tiny things that's going on Yeah, you're missing all the tiny little thing, you know, the good bits of the day. You're missing all that because you're too busy focusing on the big problems. And what I'm being shown is they're not big problems. If you take the patience to wait, it will resolve on its own. And that's what I want to leave you with, is to really take time to, and that is coming even from my circle tonight, with, you know, it completely resonates with what we were doing tonight, is to have a bit of patience and embrace every little part of the day. You know, don't miss feeling the sun in your skin, or, you know, that bird that comes and sits at your window, or, you know, don't miss those tiny things because you're too busy panicking about things that are out of your hands. Leave those things with the spirits, because the spirits know best and they will never steer you wrong. You know, the spirits have your all the best intentions for you, and you just have to leave that with them and know that they are going to bring it to a good resolutions, but in their time. I think that's quite a powerful card for you tonight. Yeah, I feel like that's quite powerful for you tonight, Catherine. I feel like you needed really to hear that tonight, that you need to take time for the small things. You know, sit with your coffee in the morning, sit out in the back doorstep in the morning with your coffee, and just have a listen and a feel to all that's going on around you. And just remember, you know, that there is so much good in this world and the spirits know best. And with that, I'll leave that with you, Catherine, if that's okay. I feel like that was quite a powerful message for you tonight. So I do. The cards have been given some very powerful messages out over this last week. Not necessarily always spirit coming through, but I feel like you're very, very welcome, Catherine. Anytime, darling. But really do, you know, if it's nice tomorrow morning, have your coffee outside and sit and take in the moment. Don't worry so much about the big things, because the big things are going to sort themselves out. So they are. I truly believe that. And I send all my love to you, Catherine. And a bit of healing as well, because I do feel like there's a bit of healing there that needs to come in as well, but all will be okay. Have we got any newbies on? I know I did have one, but we must have scared him off, because I haven't seen him since. So you haven't had a reading for ages. Joanne. If there's no newbies on, Joanne, I'll do you next, honey. Say I don't know what I'm working with tonight. I'm just going with the flow. So it could be cards, it could be spirit, it could be I don't know what. We're just going with the flow tonight. It seems to be carrying on from my circle. Maybe that's why I was supposed to come on tonight, because I feel that definitely was a powerful message that come through from Catherine. So it could be that it's messages that from spirit just... Jenny, I think I gave you a reading quite recently. If I did, I try to leave it a wee while before I do a reading again. Who have you got, Emma? If I've read for you recently, it's not that I won't read for you again, because I totally will read for you again, Jenny. It's just if I've read for you recently, I tried to leave it a wee bit because you can tend to get the same message just coming through. So you can. So I'll do Joanne. I think I'll stick with these cards, Joanne, and see what comes through. Hi, Dawn. Joanne Hicks, Joanne Scar. I can never say her last name. Joanne, the other Joanne. I'll just call her the other Joanne. Okay. And Tracy Jones. Are they all on, Emma? I'm doing Joanne Hicks now, though, so I'm doing Joanne Hicks. And then we'll see where... I'm not reading them all. I just want 1 or 2 cards, please, for Joanne. Might be that I have to change cards again. That's what I say. I'm just letting the cards dictate where I'm going tonight with this. Because I was still in the mindset of circle, so I really don't know where this is going to go tonight. Yeah, as long as they're all on. I'll go. I'm doing Joanne Hicks now, so I'll do Joanne, the other Joanne, and then Tracy, if that's all right with. Stop throwing cards. I'm not reading decks of cards now. If you're going to throw cards at me, I'll try a different deck. I just need 1 card, please. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to put the fan on in here because I am melting. I don't know. Somebody tell me it's warm and it's not just me. So I'm melting away here. So I had a very powerful circle tonight. It was very deep and meaningful. So I feel like that's probably going to carry on here. It feels very stuffy, Stacey, like it could just be me though, but it feels like it's really clammy. Dawn Smith, yeah, if I've got time, Dawn, I'll put you down after, because I don't remember reading for you. It feels very, my office here is only like a wee tiny room, so it feels very like you're cold, but then you're not well, Emma, so you're right. I'm changing cards because they're not giving me anything for you, Joanne. I'm going to go back to these ones again. Hopefully they'll give me something. If they don't give me something. Actually, I want to go back I'm going to go back to the other ones, and I'll tell you why. I feel like the card, when I set the other ones down, there was a card turned face up, Joanne. And I feel that this card, so that tonight I feel a feeling is going to be of powerful messages. And tonight the card that has come up for you there is Archangel Michael, and what's said on the card is, I am with you, giving you courage to make life changes that will help you work on your divine life purpose. And I feel like that's got a lot to do with you, Joanne, at the minute. I feel like you've got big life changes coming up. Does that make sense to you, Joanne? Or you're going to need the courage to make big life changes. I think that's how I want to word it better. You're going to need the courage to make big life changes. Just can try and type in as quickly. Not really. I was drawn to this one for you, so I'm going to stick with it and see if there's anything else comes out of it, because I feel like Joanne, can I put you on hold for 2 seconds? Joanne's, the other Joanne, does this make sense to you, honey? Because your name came up there and that I've just jumped from Joanne Hicks to you. I'm sorry, Joanne, I will, if this is for the other Joanne, I will come back to you, but I've just been given Joanne whenever she came up there. Joanne, can you take this information here, that you need to find the courage in order to make life changes at the minute? I'm not getting any reply here. Are we froze again, people? Can you somebody put a thumbs up to let me know that we're not frozen? So can Joanne, can you answer me, honey? I'm talking to Joanne Scarian. I'm talking to Joanne Scarian. I'm putting Joanne Hicks on hold just for a wee minute or two. Hi Joanne. I was reading for Joanne Hicks, and the card that came out she couldn't take, but you came up suddenly straight away after her, so I need to know if it relates to you. No, I think she's here. I'm being shown that you need courage to make there's life changes coming up for you. You need to sort of you need to find the courage to make these life changes. I feel like these have been talked, this is something you've talked about. I need you to reply to me, because if you don't, I'm going to have to park it, and because I've basically jumped in on Joanne Hicks's reading to give you this, so yes, you understand. I feel like these changes are going to bring more purpose to your life, Joanne. At the moment, it's nearly like you've lost your way. You're not living life how you want to live it. I feel like you're being held back a little as well, but it's nearly like you need to break those. Yeah, it's nearly like you need to break those bonds that are holding you back. And I do feel like it's people. And maybe even family. And I know family is the hardest thing to break bonds with. And when I say break bonds, I don't mean like fall out with them, but there comes a time when you have to sort of say to them, this is how I want to live my life, this is what I want to do in my life. You have to now step back and believe that I can do it, and believe that I've been brought up properly, and I can make my own decisions. So now it's nearly like you're putting a fledgling out to fly. Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, it's nearly as if this little fledgling's been put out to fly, and the mommy and daddy bird has to let it take its own wings. And I feel very much with you. This is how it's like, Joanne. They have to let you, these people have to let you take your own wings and fly. But there are changes coming into your life, and you have to embrace them, because they are going to be big changes to your life purpose. And I do feel like it's going to be for the better. I'm being told as well that you need to stop focusing on what other people think as much as well. You know, you're listening too much to what other people have to say. You have to trust your gut instinct. Gut instinct is something that's very rarely wrong, you know, so trust your own gut instinct and don't always have to go by what other people are saying, because other people, although they mean well, don't always have your best interests at heart, if that makes sense. You know, they'll turn things and say things and to make you, and twist things to make you believe that certain circumstances are, you know, or I feel like you're being manipulated a little bit, if that makes sense to you, Joanne. Okay. Yeah, I feel like you're being manipulated and being played nearly, and you have to let that go and break free. Be that fledgling that learns to fly on their own, because you can totally do it, and you have the ability to have this bright future in front of you if you just take those steps and the courage to make those life changes. And the card was Archangel Michael, and that's the best card to pull, is Archangel Michael, because he is the protection angel, and he is with you through everything that you're doing. You know, whenever we go out in the ghost hunts and everything, it's Archangel Michael that we bring in round to protect us, because he's not going to let anything come through. So whatever decisions you make, go by your gut instinct, and Archangel Michael will be there to protect you. But really get rid of the negativity out of your life, and these people who are feeding you full of, I have to be honest and say, bullshit. These people who are feeding you bullshit, stop listening to it, because in your gut instinct you know it's bullshit, and you just haven't got that confidence to break off where you need to. I hope that makes sense to you, Joanne. As I say, I'd started to read for the other Joanne, and you kind of jumped in there in the middle of it, so I hope you can take all that. Again, I feel like that's another powerful message. It's one that is life-changing. Yeah, as long as you can understand it and take it on board. I feel like tonight is going to be a night of the angels telling you what you need to hear. There doesn't seem to be any mincing words here tonight. It's like straight to the point. So as long as you can take that on board, Joanne, I'll leave that message with you, and my love as usual. And I hope that this life change brings you all the success that I can see it'll bring, only if you allow the negativity to go out of your life. You're very welcome. I say much love to you. It's a pleasure reading for you. Joanne Hicks, I'll go back to you, darling, if that's okay. I'm sorry I jumped in there, but that message came in for Joanne just as I was about to read you. is Joanne Hicks still here? And we'll try again with her. I do apologise, that sometimes happens. I've got no control over that. Yes, Joanne, sorry about that. I do apologise. As I say, I've got no control over that. It's one of these things that sometimes happens. They see the name Joanne and obviously can't distinguish between. So let's hope that they get the right Joanne this time. And I've got automatically 3 cards come out for you there. So just let me take time to... There must be something wrong in the lighting in here. Okay, I feel as if Joanne, there's been a change in the cycle of your life at the minute, as if you've kind of stopped something, something has come to an end and there's something new starting. I don't know if that's a job has stopped and you're now at home doing something, or oh no, that's fine, Emma. It looks like you're going to be down completely with a sick house. If you need to go off as well, honey, because I do know you're all sick. Yes, yeah, I feel like you're at a crossroads. You know, you've just stopped one thing and you're about to start a new era of your life, and you're sort of sitting in wonder, thinking to yourself, what is going to happen with me? But I do feel I'm being shown that you're what we call a light worker. You've got nothing but good intentions in your heart, and I feel like that is going to come out in whatever it is you're going to do next. Okay, I say if you have to come off, Emma, just come off, because I say I know you've got a sick house there. Yeah. I don't know if you do anything to do with this kind of work, Joanne, but I feel if you don't, that you should be. Bethany's new. Okay. Joanne, if you don't do anything like this here, I feel like it's something, I feel it's like something you should look into, because I'm being given a light worker again, and a light worker is what I work with light. I don't work with anything negative or dark, and I'm being shown you as a light worker. So I don't know whether you have looked into working with this, or you have worked with stuff like this before, or you're interested in this. It's totally shown me that light work is something that you would be good at. I feel like you've got a pure heart, and you know, this crossroads that you've come to in your life of one thing stopping and another starting. I think this is the perfect opportunity for you now to maybe look that wee bit further into working with this kind of thing. If it's something that you are interested in, I do run sometimes on a Saturday night, like Zoom, and where we do bits and pieces of exercises on, you know, how to do cards and things like that there. We've done wax readings and things like that there. But I definitely feel like I'm getting sidetracked from the cards a bit, but I do feel like that's something on the side that would bring you a lot of joy. So it is. Going back to the cards though, you need to call upon your angels to sort of help you, guide you on to the next step of your life, because I feel like you feel at the minute you're a wee bit lost in between what's stopped and what's going to come. Is there somebody around you, Joanne, who's going to have a baby? No. Can you just maybe keep this in your back of your head, because what I'm being shown is either the birth of a child or the loss of a child. So either a child is about to be born, or somebody very sadly has lost a child, should it be stillborn or miscarriage or something like that there. I feel like because the angels are holding this baby, so that would tell me that either a child is going to be born or a child has been lost. And if it is the child that has been lost, I send my love and definitely healing for that there. But there's a baby definitely is on your card. I want to say now, because whenever I never read the card before, but when I'm reading the card now, I want to say, Joanne, that this is a baby that has been lost, honey. I don't know if it's yourself that has lost this baby or somebody close to you. But what the card's saying to me is, the children are now, the child or children are now in the arms of the angels, are happy in heaven, and they're being cared for by God and the angels. So I want to bring that in. Is that somebody, if that's not yourself, Joanne, is that somebody who's round you that has lost this baby? I know you're saying no to me, Joanne, but the ones that are on here will know you have to be very open-minded whenever it doesn't need to be like your immediate family or in your immediate house. That this could be like a friend or a neighbour, or whenever they get a chance to come in, it could be Johnny 5 doors down, that sort of way. This angel child is wants to make itself known. Yes, Bethany, honey, have your name down. This angel child's wanting to make itself known, so I definitely need to, if you're saying you can't take it, it's something I definitely need to leave with you to have a think about. You don't know anyone. I'm not going to argue with you on live whether you know anyone or don't know anyone, but what I'm being shown is that there's definitely, and when they place that so definite with me, I have to go with what I'm not going to lie and brush it off or whatever. If that's what I'm being shown, I have to go with my gut and my heart and say that there's something there to do with a baby that has passed over or hasn't. It could be miscarriage, it could be stillborn, it could be somebody who's wasn't very far on in pregnancy. But there's definitely been that child who has passed over. And they even a baby somebody who's maybe only been 5-6 weeks pregnant, to the spirit world, that's still a baby. So it is. So just bear that in mind when I'm saying that. What they're also really focusing on is when I was telling you about the different directions that your life was taken, you know, they're making me highlight like a path with like 2 arrows. So I don't know if that is something that you're struggling with at the minute and making a decision, or if you're like stuck on that path and don't really know where to go next. Again, they're saying it's just an end of a cycle. You know, you will come into, you're stuck. Yeah, it's saying, you know, you've just come to the end of a cycle. It will pass. You've got to believe that it'll pass. It's just the end of something, and something new is going to start. But just trust that that new is going to start. And I nearly want to go back to the reading before about where I said, you know, sit down and smell the coffee, because I feel like you're doing the same thing. You're focusing on the major problems that you have in your life, and you're not taking time to appreciate the good things. And I think if you stop and appreciate the good things, you'll find yourself unstuck, because you'll be able to sort it out with a clear mind. You'll be able to sort out the problem that you know, that you're finding yourself stuck in, if that makes sense to you. It all sounds very deep tonight, and I apologise, because I feel like I'm carrying through from the circle tonight, because it was quite deep as well. But I do feel that if you just relax a bit, you know, and take time, and again a bit of patience, that this will become unstuck for you, and you'll see the path quite clearly ahead of you, because there are good things to come. And in all seriousness, the light worker card came out for you, so it did. So I do feel like that is something that you should look into as a hobby, or you know, I don't mean do what I'm doing, but definitely have a look into it in more depth, because I feel like it'll help you. You'll learn things and techniques that'll help you through your own journey in life. I am being shown the baby again, and I know you said you couldn't. Yeah, I know you said you couldn't take the baby, but it is being shown to me again. And I say that could be a miscarriage, a stillborn, or a baby who actually physically passed over. But they're wanting me to reference that again. So can you please keep that in your thoughts, because they wouldn't bring it up so many times to me if it didn't mean something. And maybe when you go off here, it'll strike you that, I don't know, Bertie down the road or something, you know, his missus has lost a baby, or, you know, it could be something as slight as that, or the lady in the shop, or, you know, it's just something that they're wanting you to bring in. It's to let you know as a light worker that those who pass over are with God and the angels. Because I think, again, that's something that you've struggled a bit with, and looking into the light work stuff as well will help you with that also. And with that, Joanne, I want to leave that with you, honey. Again, I do apologise if these readings are a bit deep tonight, because I feel like we're going deep with these readings. Usually we're quite light-hearted, and I don't feel like we are. Like, I'm light-hearted tonight. I feel like I'm coming from a place of deep in my heart, if you know what I mean. It's not as jokey. I'm not as jokey tonight because I feel like what I have to say is coming from deep from within me, if that makes sense to you. So I'll leave that with you, Joanne. Yeah, it's coming from, I think we had really an intense session in Circle tonight, and I feel like that's carrying on through with yourselves tonight. I think that the messages are running very deep tonight. I do apologise, because if you prefer the light-hearted stuff, there are nights where we have a laugh and a chat, and that goes on until God knows what time. But I just feel tonight that I need to speak from within tonight, really. Dawn Smith. Is Dawn Smith still on? No problem, Joanne. Dawn Smith was next on my list, if she's still here. Oh, excuse me 2 seconds. I need to take these slippers off because my feet are... Yeah, Dawn is still with us. I hope you're okay with these cards, Dawn, because as I say, I feel tonight like I need to be giving out some messages. I might try the other ones and see if I can get anything. If I don't, I'll go back to the messages again, because I just do feel that tonight is a night of sort of nearly making us all think about ourselves and our reactions and how we do things. Sometimes it does no harm to, you know, have to do that either. You know, it can be hard to look deep into your soul and try and find answers, because we're not all perfect, and sometimes the things that we see aren't always nice. You know, nobody likes to look and see things about themselves that they don't like, but we all have things like that. You know, we all do things in life that aren't right, and there's nobody on here who can say they're perfect. You know, so it's okay, Dawn. I've got you, and I can do Tracy next, but I've got cards here for you, Dawn. Yeah, it's good for your soul. I think sometimes we need to look deep within ourselves. Dawn, this is for you. I'll do Tracy Jones next. I forgot about her. I was looking. I do that much doodling over. I haven't forgot about. Well, I did forget about you, but I won't forget about you, Tracy. I do that much doodling over my pieces of paper. Sometimes I can't see. Because as I'm talking to you, I'm always writing at the same time. Dawn, I feel like you need to bring a bit of more light-heartedness into your life at the minute, Dawn. I feel like things have got very serious and bogged down with day-to-day life. You know, it's very sameness. It's repetitive nearly. You're doing the same thing like day and daily. It seems like there's no change in life, if that makes sense, Dawn. Very much, yeah. I feel like yeah, totally, you're weighed down. And what it's telling me is, you know, you're very much wasting precious time, because the clock is still ticking. And while that clock's still ticking, you're stood still. You're not moving. You're stuck in what you're doing. You know, daily life has not, the fun has gone out of daily life for you. Is what I want to say. You know, you nearly need to bring a bit of childishness back into your life again. What I mean by that is I don't know if you do like board games, or, you know, have people round, and what I'm seeing is people sitting around a board game, and yeah, you're looking after your mum. I'm seeing like you need company, you need, I know you're looking after your mum, but as much as that is taking up your time, and, you know, hats off to you, because I was doing the same for my mum. She took cancer during lockdown, and it became so intense, and I can understand that. But that's when I looked at my spirituality, and how that's when I really started to get into my mediumship. And what, you know, what it's telling me is, hi Melissa, what it's telling me is that, you know, this precious time, you're wasting it. Yeah, she totally needs time for herself. In one hand, she's spending the time with her mum, so it's not wasted in that. You know, she's helping her mum, and that time with her mum is precious. But the rest of her life she's put on hold, and she needs to she really needs to stop putting her life on hold. It's not what's not possible. Or you feel like because you're looking after your mum, it's not possible. I can totally see where you feel that, where you feel as if you're nearly trapped. Trapped's not the right word, because when it comes to our parents, we'll do anything for them. And I say I know that because I spent nearly 3 years looking after my mum when she had cancer. And it was full time, full on. But in that there, if I hadn't have found my spirituality and people to talk to on here, I would have gone crazy. And I feel where you're saying it's not possible, Dawn, you're making it possible, because you're coming on here and you're talking to us. And I feel like that's something that you need to do. If being on here is your let out, if you know what I mean, if being on here is how you get to meet new people and get to talk to new people, then that's what you need to do. You know, you need to start interacting with people who are on here, because you need that interaction. You are becoming yeah, it helps. And we have such a good group on here. I'm not just saying that, Dawn, but we have such a good group of people on here behind the scenes that, you know, if you need somebody to talk to anytime, night or day, and I do mean this because they are literally on night and day, message the page and somebody will get back to you, because I am getting the feeling from you, and I've put the cards to the side here, because now that I know your situation, I feel like I want to talk again from my heart to you, from my own perspective of what it was like whenever I was looking after my mum. And you need to reach out to people. You need to reach out to people. Talk to us. Talk to the people on the page. Make friends. You know, it might not be friends that you can see in person, but you'll get a group of people who, there's 4 or 5 of us on here who maybe like FaceTime each other constantly. We're constantly talking, and I feel like that's what you need. You need to talk, and I do believe that that will change things for you in a big way, Dawn. I hope this is helping tonight, because I say I feel like we're I'm going off my usual. Emma's always up for a chat, God love her. She is really sick at the minute. I know she says she's okay, but she's not okay. She really is sick at the minute. But she's there night and day, and I do feel, Dawn, that that's something that you would really, really benefit from. I say tonight I feel like I'm on a different tangent than I usually would be with my readings, because I just feel like things went so deep with Circle tonight that I'm bringing that forward tonight. But I feel like people on here maybe need that tonight, and I feel, Dawn, that you need to know that we're all here for you. You've got friends that you don't even know you've got. You know, we'll drop anything to speak to you if you need to speak to us. If you've got a worry, if there's something annoying you, messages. Even if you think it's something stupid, don't worry. We've probably all been there. Being honest, Dawn, I don't feel spirit at the minute, but what I will do is I'll pull one of the angel messages cards for you and see if anything comes through with that. I don't really feel like spirit is here so much tonight, so I don't really feel like spirit is here so much as giving me the tools to pass on what I think you need to know. This is exactly what I've just been saying to you, Dawn. Archangel Gabriel has come through. It says you have an important life purpose, and it involves communication, and you have to allow yourself to be insecure and not hold back, and you need help. You need to ask for help. And the other card that came out, your desired outcome will occur in the very near future. Have patience and faith, and don't try to force it to happen. I totally feel, you know, tonight's life purpose with you is to make sure that you get the help. I really do. I feel like tonight is to make sure that you get the help. Do come back on another night, Dawn, because usually it's spirit is coming through all the time, but tonight I don't feel that spirit. I feel like spirit is here, but what they're doing is they're giving me purpose tonight, and they're giving me messages that people need to hear, rather than messages from you're very welcome, honey. But do come back on, because as I say, I realise there's a shift in my own reading tonight, just because I can feel the shift from what we were doing in Circle coming through tonight into what I'm doing. So do come back on another night, and I will certainly try and bring spirit through for you. But I just feel tonight that these evening. I did a reading for Julian the other night. I can't be doing readings back to back like that. You know, if I've given you a message quite recently, I need to sort of give other people a wee bit of a go. Who was it I missed? Was it... I'll leave that with you, Dawn. Please ask for help. We're all here. Whether you think it's silly or not silly, or, you know, the slightest wee thing, don't be sitting worrying about it on your own. Get in touch with us. There'll be somebody on this page who, believe you me, will have gone through it or done it or said it. Yeah, I think it was Tracy Jones. Is Tracy Jones on? Tracy Jones. And you have to bear with me. She's going in tomorrow morning for at 7:45 to be induced. So unless she goes tonight on her own, no, hopefully there'll be a baby tomorrow. Please God, because I can't take much more of this waiting for it. Right, Tracy. Again, you'll have to bear with me with the way I'm reading tonight. The way the readings are going aren't the way I normally read. I'm sure the most of you who are on that are familiar with it know that I don't normally work like this, but I feel like tonight people need to be aware of some very important life messages. Yeah, they're inducing her. She's to be in for 7:45 in the morning, so... But she is slightly dilated, so I'm hoping that that'll make it a bit easier for her. Oh God, flying out here. Well, at least we'll know that by tomorrow night, hopefully, there should be a baby. I'm praying anyway. Talking about babies here, Tracy. The baby card has come out for you. Obviously, all I can see is a picture, so I have no idea who you are, Tracy, or what is your... I read more than once a month, but if you've had one in the last couple of days, there's no point in me reading again. Okay, I'm going back to Tracy here. Tracy, I say I don't know anything about your situation, or I really don't know anything about you other than I can see it's not you. Is there somebody around you who is expecting a baby? And I want to say that this baby is a baby boy. Okay. Tracy, I'm going to ask you to hold on to that bit of information, because they're showing me it quite clearly on the cards that there is a baby coming in. And it's definitely a wee boy, because if you can see the card here, the baby's here. And it's definitely got a blue blanket, and she's got blue wings. So there's definitely a baby. And I'll go even further and say there's 2 white doves here, which would usually be my sign, that it could possibly be twins. So if you can't take that information at the minute, Tracy, will you hang on to it? Because they don't normally bring that through to me unless it's something that's going on. Bearing in mind what I said earlier, that it could be Johnny 5 doors down, if you know what I mean, coming through to let you know, just because that's fine. Just take that bit of information and you can let me know if it comes true. I'd be interested in that, actually, if you find out. What I'm being told here is you need to find completely leaving the baby. The baby thing is on the side, but the other two cards that came out is showing me that you need to find a bit of balance in your life at the minute. It's like you've got so much going on at home. You've so much going on outside the house, and you're not finding balance for yourself. Does that make sense, Tracy? I think I'm taking something. 1 minute I'm roasting and the next minute I'm freezing. Does that make sense, Tracy? Yeah. They're showing me, you've got this massive weight at home going on. You've got this massive weight outside of the house going on. And in between it, you're standing thinking, well, when do I get a minute? It's like there's never enough time for Tracy. You're so focused on everything else that's going on. And I'm being told that you need to step back a wee bit from that. It's nearly like you need to reevaluate a wee bit. You're giving so much of yourself to everybody else that you're forgetting self-love. They're telling me again, they're going back to this sit back and smell the coffee kind of thing. I'm going to have you all sitting on the doorstep tomorrow morning with your cups of coffee, taking time to just breathe in the fresh air and enjoy the sun if it's out, because that's how I feel again with you, is that you just are not taking the time to look after yourself, and you're going to run yourself into the ground. I feel like shaking you and telling you that you have to stop this. You have to stop and smell the coffee around you. I get a pass with that one, Audrey. I don't know what you mean about that, Emma. Yeah, I feel like you've got so much of yourself invested in everybody else, and oh no, don't you be sitting in the doorstep with your coffee. You're sick enough. Don't be making yourself worse. Yeah, you've got yourself so invested in everything else that's going on around you but you're going to make yourself ill, Tracy. You can't keep on going on like this, is what I want to say. There's only so much your mind and body can take, and I feel like your own mind is starting to deteriorate. And what I mean in that is, I'm not going to say that you're going doolally or anything, that's not what I mean, but I think your mental health is going to take an awful tumble if you don't start looking after yourself. If it hasn't already started to decline, I think your mental health will take a real tumble if you don't stop now and say, I've got to look after myself a bit here. I think you're going to have to be a bit firmer with the people that are around you. Yeah, it has already. Okay. I feel like you're going to have to be a bit firmer with the people around you, and I don't feel that's in your nature. I think you give, and everybody takes, and they're so used to it being in that pattern that if you stand up for yourself, they'll be going, oh wow, where did that come from? But I feel like they all need that oh wow moment, you know, that they need for you to sit up and say, hold on a wee minute, you know, I've done so much for everybody else. When am I allowed to do something for me? Should it be, you know, take yourself away for a couple hours or a night away, or, you know, give yourself, hi Paul, give yourself time to rejuvenate yourself, you know. You need to give yourself that self-love, you know, give yourself, pamper yourself, treat yourself, because everybody else has been taking so much from you and draining your energy down to the, you know, you feel like you're down to your last ebb of ounce of what's left in you, because everybody's taking so much out of you. And they're not seeing that. They're, you know, they're doing it and taken from you and not even thinking about it, you know. They just, it's like they're taking you for granted. They take for granted that you're going to do the things that you do. And I'm telling you now, you have to stop. You know, for your own health and mental well-being, it has to stop. You have to, I want to say that your lesson out of this, it's been all lessons tonight, your lesson out of this is you need to stand up for yourself, and you need to start giving yourself the self-love that you need and the permission to look after yourself instead of other people. I hope this is all making, I hope this is all making sense to you. I want to pull you an angel message card as well there, Tracy. I can feel, that's what I say, tonight I can feel the shift so much that I just get that everybody needs to get messages from the heart. Yeah, you have to be cruel to be kind, but I feel like tonight everybody needs real messages from the heart tonight. And that's definitely what I feel like we're doing tonight, is bringing in messages from the heart. Yeah, she needs to learn to say no, because her life is, there's people walking over the top of her. And she's so used to them doing it, and that it has become second nature just to let them do it. You know, it's nearly like she doesn't notice now that they are doing it, that they're taking advantage of her, because she's that used to letting them do it, that it's just become a way of life. But she's got to start standing up for herself and saying no. And I think the first time she says no, people are going to go, oh my God, what on earth? And that'll be like a big real mind check to them, so it will. What I don't know if this makes sense to you, Hi Sky Tracy, but the angel card of Yvonne came in, and that's the angel card of animals. And I don't know if you've got any pets or whatever, but it's telling me that you've got, the card tells me that you've got like a bond with animals. Would that make sense to you, Tracy? Yeah, it's nearly like, I don't know if you've got a cat or a dog, but well, you can't walk a cat really, can you? Yes, she has. Lost my dog a few years now. I feel like I feel like you've got to go and, if you haven't got one, get yourself another dog, because I feel like this animal will be your lifesaver. I feel like it's something that would take you, you know, you'd be out walking and out and about in the fresh air, and I just feel like that's, you know, you're going to have this real bond with this animal. I feel, yeah, I feel like, I really do feel like there's a dog coming into your life, and this dog will be, yeah, I really feel like this dog will be like nearly your saviour, because it'll have a bond with you and you'll have a bond with it, and it'll force you to take that time out and do things with it where you wouldn't have before. That'll be the perfect excuse, I think, as well for you in some cases to say no to some of the things that you're not at the minute, because you'll have it to look after. And I think it'll be the companionship and the, you know, I feel like a real bond with it. It's nearly like this dog that's going to come through. It'll be like an old soul. It'll be nearly as if it's like a dog coming through that has been before. I really feel like that's something that's going to come into your life. I hope you've been able to take these messages on board, Tracy. As I say, the messages tonight are different. I never know what's going to come on whenever I come on here, to be honest, because my abilities are changing so much that I just don't know what bag of tricks is going to come out next. The one I lost was my baby. Yeah, don't be surprised if the new dog you get feels like it's the dog that you had before, because that's the sense that I get. I get the sense that this dog is an old soul that's going to come into your life, even though it'll be a new dog. I feel like it'll be an old soul that'll have been before. And I feel like you'll have this connection straight away. I feel like once you see it, you'll know straight away, because you'll have this connection with it. And I really do. I'm going to leave that with you, Tracy. Can you keep in mind about the baby and let me know, because I'd be really interested. I don't normally do baby readings or baby predictions, but that card came out really, really strong. So I'd be interested in the future to know, Tracy, if that comes true, because I don't normally do baby predictions. So I don't. Yeah, please. Can I just say as well, if anybody tonight who has had a reading, who doesn't normally, or hasn't had a reading for a while, or I can't even speak now, hasn't left a review in a while, if you can go onto the main page for me, please, and leave a review, especially tonight, because I feel like tonight's messages have been so deep that if it lets you leave a review for tonight's messages, I feel that would be really, really good, because it would let people see that, you know, it's just not always spirit that makes a change in our lives. It can be sometimes just the fact of the words of the cards the angels have to bring through to us. Because I feel like this is, as I say, I can't say enough how, you know, this feels like this is coming from deep within my heart tonight, not just from spirit. Even though he's still here, like I can see him, he hasn't gone away, but I don't feel like he's stepping into as much tonight. I feel like the readings is coming from my heart of pure intention to you tonight. Bethany something Higgins, if you're still here, was the next on my list. Bethany, it was something Bethany something Higgins, I think I wrote down. My writing's terrible, I can't read it. Much love to you, Tracy, anytime. Do come on again though for a spirit reading, because I do, yeah. Oh, Bethany Ray Higgins, I wrote that down, and I can't read my own writing. Do come on for spirit reading. It usually is spirit readings that I do, and they come through and we have fantastic fun with them sometime. But tonight, as I say, it's just been a bit different. So if, you know, spirit hasn't come through for you tonight, do come back on, because believe you me, spirit does show up, and we have some fun bringing them through. They do bring powerful messages through. Or you do come on most nights. Well, then you'll have seen before that, you know, spirit does come through, and they have mysterious ways of working. But tonight I just feel like has been a night of, I don't know whether it's because I'm in a mindset that, you know, I've had a hard day myself today, because if you don't mind, Bethany, I'm going to share this just for 2 minutes before I do your reading. Say my daughter's going in tomorrow morning to have her baby induced, and I've been worrying about her all week, and I had a powerful, I want to say about an hour with her this evening, where she's gone and had a shower, and I was lying on top of the bed, and she came in and lay down beside me, and I rubbed her back for her. And as I rubbed her back and rubbed her belly and felt the baby moving, and I just had about an hour and a half of just connecting with her and talking to her, and it was very powerful. And just to have that with her for that wee while before she becomes a mommy herself was very powerful tonight, so it was. And I felt quite emotional ever since that, and I feel like that's probably what's carrying on within these readings tonight. But that's just a bit of backstory. So, right, Bethany, we will go with you. So we will see what we've got for Bethany. What time is it, folks? 11. If you're getting fed up, or you think it's yeah, it was lovely, Anne. It really just was a moment where I got to connect with her, you know, before she brings her baby into the world, and I just had that time with her, and she was still my baby. Oh, thank you so much, Melissa. She's a character. I'm sure some of yous on here have seen her when she comes on. She doesn't mince her words, let me tell you. You get truth to a point where there's no filter with her. She just tells it how it is. So she does. She doesn't suffer fools gladly, let's put it that way. So she doesn't. But she's hilarious. Yeah, she's absolutely hilarious once you get her started. She's so funny. So she is. The team have been talking to her on and off this week, and there's no back doors in her, you know, she just tells you how it is, and they've been listening to all her ailments and her aches and pains and everything that has been going on with her this week. So they've been, the team that's with me all week have heard every little niggle and pain and everything that's going on. I think they all think they're having this baby along with me, so they do. It has become a group baby and not just a baby for me. So it has. It's become a whole group effort. So it has. Right, Bethany. Bethany, can you just put a wee hello in to let me... Oh, you'll be the first to know. Well, no, you'll not be the first to know that. I'm telling you lies, because I have to... If I don't let my mommy know, she'd be raging. So, but you'll not be far off that. Yeah, just with you, Bethany. Bethany, I feel like you've been keeping yourself very much to yourself recently. It's nearly like you've put yourself into like a solitude. But I feel like you've done this to yourself. Does that make sense? Completely, yeah. It's like you've brought the solitude on yourself. It's not like people have made you like that. You're doing that to yourself is what I'm being shown. I don't know for what reason, but it's really like you've told yourself that you're better on your own. That, you know, being alone is what you need to do. And that's completely not true. Because what the next card that I'm being shown is that you know, beauty shines from it within from you. You're hiding away something that is absolutely beautiful, and I can see from the picture that is just up here on your Facebook here that, you know, it's not clear, so I can't see it, but you know, you are a stunningly beautiful, is what I'm being told, and all I can see is hair there, so I don't know, I can't even see your picture. But what I'm being told is like you're stunningly beautiful, and you're beautiful from within, not just like look wise. You know, you're a nurturing and a caring person, but you've chosen to put yourself into this solitude. And you have to break from that. Why are you doing that? Does that make sense to you, Bethany? You don't know why you do it, but you do. What I'm being told is that you have got it into your head that you're better on your own. And I don't know whether you've been hurt in the past, or you know, things have been said in the past and you've sort of thought, well, the only way I can deal with that is to sort of remove myself from the situation and be on my own. But you're too good of a, I want to say too good of a person, but that's not putting across how I want to say it. You've so much to give to this world. You've so much love. You've so much compassion. You're caring. You just need to go out and shine to everybody else, and, you know, stop keeping yourself locked away. And I'm also being shown that, again, the signs of nature, you need to get outside, you need to get into the fresh air. I'm going to tell you again, I'm going to have everybody tomorrow morning sitting on their doorsteps with their cup of coffee. I need to say the same to you. Get outside with your cup of coffee and smell the air around you, and stand in your bare feet in the grass. And I know that sounds hokey cokey, but that's what I feel like I need to be telling you to do, is get out and feel the world around you, and stop putting yourself into this situation of isolation. There's so much going on, you know. you're too young to be living this kind of life. And I feel like you've got so much more to give in life, so you do. You've got way too much more to give in life. And I'm going to pull an angel card for you here. You're okay, Bethany. I say tonight I'm just, it's all coming from my gut tonight, so you're getting it very bluntly put tonight. I'm going to pull you a wee angel card here, but I tell you, everybody that's on here tomorrow morning, I want to know that you've been sat outside, even if it's raining, with your cup of coffee and getting that air around you and just taking time to appreciate being alive. You definitely have so much more to give, Bethany. I can feel that there's so much yet to come for you. And again, I'll say to you, please do come on again sometime for another reading, because yeah, my inbox is going to be pinging. I don't care. I don't mind. You ping away at my inbox. I've no problem with that. I do reply, it just might take me a while. I'm telling you all to get up with your cup of coffee in the morning. I'm not a morning person, so I won't find out if Morgan had her baby until after school. I don't think, Sky, it's going to be here before you finish school. So I don't think you'll have to worry. You're welcome, Tracy. I can't take credit for it. I'm just the puller of the cards. Spirit leads me in the way they want me to go, and tonight has been completely different. The card that has come out for you, and it's very interesting, Bethany, is victory. And I feel like you've got a desire to do something. And this desire maybe just hasn't come to fruition yet. You know, you've maybe not put in place the steps to let this happen, but I feel like keep working at it, because it's going to happen. Whatever this is that they're telling me, that you're working on, or that you're going to work on, not a problem. Not a problem at all, Stacey. Keep up the work. Victory is coming for you, Bethany. That's what the last card I want to leave with you. Whatever it is that you have in your head that you're thinking about doing, or there's something. I normally do spirits, Bethany. That's what I'm saying. It's spirits that I normally do, but tonight, for some reason, I sit in a circle on a Monday night, and it was quite deep tonight, and I'm on with like messages, and I feel like that carried on tonight from circle into this here live tonight. I felt like I've had to give some really strong messages to people tonight, like I've had to give with you there of you know, stop isolating yourself. So, but I normally do spirits, and the mood is normally light-hearted, and we have a joke and a laugh and a carry on, and spirit come through and they tell us all kinds of stories, so they do. But tonight I feel like the messages have had to be said, so spirit, I haven't been bringing spirit through. But if you come on the lives, normally it is spirit, so please do come back again and join us. But if what I said to you made any sense at all, please go onto the main page and leave. Can I also ask, how do you get into all this? I have a lot of things that I've thought are predicted, and it's come true. It's very easy to get into, Bethany. If you inbox the page, if you're seriously interested in it, I, on a Saturday night, usually run a Zoom, and I've been teaching, we've had quite a few on, teaching them different ways of how to do readings. We've had wax readings, taught them how to do wax readings. I had a small group on the other day and we taught them how to do tree readings, and it's all different. So I have time set aside where I do mentor and do teach, if that's something that you're looking to get into. But say the spirit side of it is something that I was born with, so I can't necessarily teach you how to bring spirit through. I can teach you how to do the psychic and all that there, but the actual spirit work is something that you have to, yeah, if it's something you want to learn. I'm not going to do any more readings tonight. It's getting very, very late and I'm getting tired. So Sharon Bennett, Emma, can you put Sharon Bennett's name down? Was there anybody else new that came on as well? I missed that. Sharon, if you come on the next night that I'm on, which I'm not sure what night it'll be. Sometimes I think about someone completely random and then something is happening to them or happens to them. I would call that your psychic Bethany kicking in, but that's not to say that you haven't got the ability to connect with spirit. Sometimes it's just about opening yourself up to it, and that's what I teach. How to be open to it and how to receive them coming in, so I can see, hear, smell and touch, which means when they talk to me, I can see them as they want to show themselves to me. I can hear them. Unfortunately, they can touch me as well, and I hate that. My regulars that are on here all the time know that I absolutely do not like being touched by them. I ask them very kindly not to touch me, but they usually do anyway. And I can smell as well. So it does get interesting. Can I put Sarah J? Yeah, you can. Emma, can you put Sarah J Kenny down for the next night? Well, thank you for the reading. I'll be back. No problem, Bethany. It was an absolute pleasure. As I say, tonight was a bit different because the vibe that I had whenever I came on tonight was different, just with how I've had a bad week and then with how things are and my daughter going to have a baby and everything. So I say normally we do have quite a laugh on here. If you go back and watch some of the videos that are on the page, sometimes we don't even bring spirit through. Sometimes we just have a chitter chatter and a laugh among ourselves, and sometimes spirit bring through funny messages. We had a spirit came through who was taking us through every old board game and games that we used to play whenever we were young. I got one that wasn't on tonight but was on the other night. No problem, Emma. Can't be helped. I do try to read, I like to try and read the new ones because obviously they haven't had a reading before, but I try to give it a break from ones that I've read before because you're so welcome, Joanne. Honestly, you don't need to be thanking me. I enjoy doing this. I come on, this is easing my mind as well tonight, coming on here. I feel like I've benefited from it as well, because there's a lot of healing work being done. I'm sending a lot of healing work out to you and I'm getting that in return. And please God, I'll get a good night's sleep tonight, and be ready for the long day tomorrow that I know is ahead of us, with Morgan. But I have a fantastic team on this page who I have a fantastic team on this page who I could not do this without. I really couldn't. They're my backbone. So they are, you know, they keep me going. They're there for me 100%, 110%. I could message them at any hour, night or day, and I know that they're there for me. And I know tomorrow that when I need them the most, that they'll all be there cheering me on and talking to me and getting me through the day. You can't be without me. I'm sure you probably could. Yeah, I don't know when I'll be on, because if Morgan has her baby tomorrow, the hospitals are funny over here at the minute. They're still not allowing people in. So she's hoping to more or less try and get out as soon as after she has the baby, as they will let her. So if Morgan has the baby tomorrow, I would like to try and spend some time with her and baby, and then but I won't forget about yous. I won't leave yous hanging or without. Yeah, everybody on here is just one big family, and I'm really grateful for that. I'm really grateful for the friendship and, you know, the family. Oh yeah, thanks so much, Joanne. Yeah, I'm just hoping that she gets a bit of sleep tonight, because she is petrified. God love her, you know. As much as she thinks she's all grown up, she's still my baby. She's 19 and it's her first baby, and I just wish that I could be there and do it for her. And but we were all in that, like, I was young whenever I had my family as well, so, and I had 4 of them, so as I said to her, it's not that bad when I went back 4 times. So, but with that, I'm going to leave my love with you all tonight. Thank you so much for taking the very heavy messages that were given out tonight, because I know the messages tonight were heavy, and I feel that myself, and I thank you all for taking that on board and taking what I had to say. And I'll leave my love with you, and I will talk to you all very, very, very soon. Night night.